Hey, what's going on with your family? Tours and Tease guitars, man. Doing the what is it? I like to do this quarterly. I'm like a month late, probably a little over a month and a half later, about a month late. I'm doing the letting you guys know what's going on at Tease Guitars, right? Full transparency. That's kind of the deal. So where do I start, man? We had a goal of 1,550 units for 2025, and we're sitting at 900, right at 900 units for the year so far. It's a little over halfway, so I think we'll hit our goal of 1750, which is, I mean, of 1550, which is the expectation. Hopefully, we'll not have anything slow us down. The only thing that it's not selling the guitars that's slowing us down. It's the manufacturing process. So we've added a second factory on. They passed all the tests. They 100% duplicated the guitars that we have made now. So that'll alleviate. We'll be able to get next year. We'll have guitars coming in every 2 months, and that's actually going to start this year. We're going to have. So I've got right now 400 units on order. I've got 200 ST1s and I've got 200 SBHs on order. Both of those are they'll be here in just a few months. Um, some colors coming back that you may have not seen in a while, and we've got new colors coming in as well. But out of all of that, the most important thing out of that whole deal is out of 900 units that we sold and all the reviews that we received, which we don't get a whole lot of reviews, but all I can do is go by the reviews that we get. And so we're sitting at right around um, one 3-star review, and the rest of them are all 5 stars. So I'd say that's like 99.9999999%, somewhere around there, of what I call CSI, which is the Customer Satisfaction Index. And you know, when I started this, I wanted to be at no less than 98, and we've gotten 2 returns this entire year out of over 900 guitars. And when I say returns, I don't mean like, you know, someone got a guitar and it was damaged or something like that. I mean someone just didn't like the guitar, and that happens. People can get a guitar and just go, it's not the guitar for me, you know. And so it is what it is. But two guitars out of 900 coming back, man. I think that's setting the benchmark pretty high for any company, and that's something we don't want to change. All right, we want to keep rolling along with that, man. I work really hard to set these guitars up really nice, to where when you guys get them and you just put them in your hand, the damn thing, I mean, if it could play itself, it would. But I can tell you that it's ready to play itself. You know what I'm saying? It's not. There's typically speaking, every once in a while something will get by on me, man, and it does. You know what I mean? I do a lot of guitars. I set up a lot of guitars, and for me to make a mistake is only human, and so that does happen. Um, Luckily, the when that has happened, it's happened to people who know how to do setups, and they're like, ah, dude, you missed the nut on this one. You know, it's got a little sitar on the E string or something, and I had to go back and I had to angle the nut on the back end of it to get rid of the little zzz. And so and that's just fortunate. If that were a customer that didn't know how to do that, we'd take care of that one of two ways. Either send it back and we'll fix it, or take it to a shop and have them fix it and we'll pay for it. You know, that type of deal. So, not a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal because I don't like to make any mistakes, but that's just it's physically impossible to not do that. So we've got last month, June 10th, we got in 168 ST1s, and I think I have 35 or 36 left. I don't know, and I haven't counted how many we sold today. We sold quite a few today too. So we started out the day with 40, and so that's huge, right? That's pretty good in a month, or a month and a half, I guess. A month and yeah, not even yeah, I guess a month and a half, to sell that many guitars. That's pretty good, just in the ST1s. I ordered 4 pallets of of the new E-Series guitars, and we put those up for pre-order on the 9th of this month, excuse me. It's now the 23rd, not even 2 weeks in, and over half of them are gone. So instead of having to put 4 pallets in the warehouse, we'll be putting less than 2 pallets in the warehouse, and the rest of those will be coming here for setup. I don't know if my wife's going to be too happy about that, but she knows it's coming, so it's kind of she's a trooper. You know, she's pretty cool about everything, so that's not a bad deal. We've given away so far this year 32 guitars. That's pretty good. That's like really good. I think my goal for the year was 30, and we've given away 32, which is cool. I get CSI 99. We've got the new QR1. That guitar is going to be a banger, man. It's 24 frets. It's got an ebony fretboard. It's got 21-to-1 locking tuners that are staggered for tuning stability. It's just going to be a beast. The bridge that I've been talking about for the last year and a half is done, and it's nice. It's a nice ass bridge. We're going to throw that on there. That's going to be a string through body. It's going to be a really nice guitar. Just one quad rail, 19K output on it, a big old CTS push pull knob, volume knob. If you went on Facebook, you saw that I moved the volume knob out of the way, right, to where when you're strumming, you're not turning your guitar up and down. So it's kind of in the back, and instead of having the input jack on the actual body, we're gonna have a football shaped side mount, on the side of the body, which kind of like the Telly, but a little nicer looking than that. And that'll be cool. That's going to have a maple top. We're going to do a silver top with black kind of either spots or tiger stripes. I'm not sure which way to go. I'm probably going to get one of each and see which one I like best, or some kind of design on it. But we have all the mechanics in place, so they're going to go into production on that this upcoming week, next week. So I gotta figure out exactly what I want on that guitar as far as the maple top goes, and I think it's going to be a really like a bang. I think I'll start off with 100, maybe 150 units of that one, and then I think I said I've got 400 guitars on order right now that not the ones that are coming in. I've ordered another order of ST1s already. We did that last month. And we did, or this month, at the beginning of this month, and then I ordered 200 more Tellys, some new colors too, right? We bring back some old colors and introduce some new colors as well. That'll be pretty cool. What else do we got? The ST Pro, we're almost there with that guitar, and just so you guys know, that'll be an HSS. And no, it's not going to have a rosewood fretboard. That'll be an HSS, and it'll have all the same kind of stuff that the SBH E series has in it. It'll have the Gavitt wiring in it. It'll have a nice blade switch in it. We call it the Pro Series switch. It'll have that same switch, but a 5-way, obviously. And then that'll have Alnico 5s in it. Really nice pickups. That'll be blended in, so you're not going to get like a super hot bridge pickup. They're going to be blended the way that I try to blend all of our guitars. Like that's one of the reasons for the coil split in the SBHE series, was to blend that a little better, so you don't have this big volume jump going from your bridge to the middle to the neck. So we're kind of on the same course as far as the ST Pro goes. That'll have a painted headstock as well, matching. And that'll have the new logo, and it'll just say Pro Series on it, or ST Pro Series. It'll be a nice looking guitar, and it'll be a really nice playable guitar. That QR1, that thing, that's going to have big old jumbo frets on it, D6000s. We were going to go with 6005s, but we decided, actually last night at 1 o'clock in the morning, we decided let's just go with the 6000. That's plenty big enough. That's going to have again, ebony fretboard, ebony nut. That'll either be tusk or something along those lines. Either that, or we'll dye a bone nut. We're not going to use a synthetic bone just to get the black. We'll actually have that dyed if we decide to do that. I think that's pretty much it. Customer service. The goal, if I end up at 17, I've got enough guitars on order to hit 1,700 guitars this year. I don't know. We'll see. That would be huge for a little company like this, a little 3-year-old company, to sell that many guitars. I'll tell you what, right now, let me just throw this out there at you. For us, in 7 months and 23 days, to have over 900 units out on the street this year, that's huge. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Without you guys, Tease Guitars would just be me sitting here twiddling my thumbs. And that's just not the case. I'm busy. We keep other people busy. We're seriously considering hiring somebody like full-time to come in and just help with setups and things like that. And it's getting to be a lot. That's all I can say. And nothing's being delayed. Everything still ships out pretty much the next day. Everything goes out, and we won't. That's not going to change. Oh, let me give you an update on the SBH guitars when they do come in on the 20th. You'll see shipping labels going out on the 20th and things like that. We can knock those out pretty fast. Okay. Here's what's not gonna. Here's what would slow that down. Is just an inundation of emails of when's my guitar going to be ready. If you ordered it last week, you're at like the end of the line. So give it a few days. You know what I mean? Literally, give it a few days. I think we'll be able to do. We've only got like 90 of those things sold so far. I should have ordered more, but we got 90 of them sold. Those guitars, you have to take your time to set them up. They have to be set up right, or they just don't play right. That's kind of the deal with it. So it's not like the Strats, and it's not that I'm not used to the. I think maybe the pinwheel truss Strats had something to do with that, but I'll find the sweet spot in that as well. It's just going to take a minute for me to do that, and that comes with repetition. So it's going to take me a couple of days, but when we get this thing down. I'm gonna say we could probably get out like I'm gonna say, I hate to say, we'll probably say we'll do 20 a day. We can probably do 20 a day between the three of us, because these things, they just take a little while to do. We spend some time on the frets. If you got a pro setup, we spend some time on the frets. If you didn't get a pro setup, we still spend some time on the frets. Okay, the strings get spread, and we do all you're not going to get gritty frets or anything like that. We have to take all the paper off. We have to polish these things up. It just takes a minute. The saddle screws take a minute for the pro setups, things like that. So and I don't want to rush through, and I don't want to nick a guitar, and I don't want to send one out that's going to come back. We haven't had any UPS damage this year, the whole year since we got these boxes. These boxes are awesome. I mean, I'm almost 200 pounds, and I can walk on these things, man. And with a guitar in it, and it doesn't affect anything. And that's pretty cool. Don't if you're well over 200, don't test that theory. Okay, I'm just telling you, if you're 200 and under, you're good, but don't be doing that, man. And then because I'll look at the box that came back in, I'll look for shoe prints. But yeah, there's no returns and things like these boxes are awesome. A lot of people are like, why don't you double box it? I'm telling you right now, we're going to double box the tellies, and that may be the last time we do double box these tellies, because it costs so much more money to ship those guitars, not just to you guys, but overseas as well, because we pay dimensional weight on pallets and containers, you know what I mean? And so that takes up a lot. I can get 6 guitars in a small case, and I can't get 6 in a case with the double boxes. They come, and it's more dangerous shipping overseas, and like these are coming into Long Beach, and then from Long Beach they go on a train, and then they cross the country to New York to the warehouse, and then the truck comes from the warehouse and drops them off here at our warehouse. So it goes through quite a few different hands, and I like having them in cases. I don't like to have individual boxes stacked on top of each other. A lot can go wrong real quick. But we will release whatever guitars we have left over. Like we have right now, gold, silver, and red are sold out for pre-orders. That doesn't mean that we're sold out of pre-orders. That just means that those colors are sold out, and we've held 5 back of each color in case there's some damage. We don't know. I don't know. We could get defective units. We very rarely do get defective units, but it happens. And I don't want to have somebody that I've been holding their money for 30 days and then just say, oh, by the way, you're going to have to pick another color. That's why we take them down early. It's out of consideration to you guys. It's not because we're like, don't want to pre-order or pre-sell every one. I'd love to pre-sell every guitar, but it's not fair. It wouldn't be fair. Someone would be left out in the cold, and I don't want to leave not one of you guys out or gals out. So there's a reason behind all that kind of stuff too. And on top of that, just knowing what we have going in tells me how many setups I got, how many people I'm going to need to come in and help me with setups, how many sets of 9s and 10s, right? How many saddle screws I'm going to have to order. Saddle screws, I order, Jesus Christ, a ton of those things. It's 12 for each one. They come in packs of 50s. That's 4 guitars. And I guarantee you lose a couple out of every pack. You just do, and some of them aren't cut right and stuff like that. So we got to make sure that we have everything. I've got all the supplies for all the guitars now in abundance. Everything is already here. We won't be waiting on anything, and you won't be waiting on your guitars either. So we'll knock these things out as fast as we can, keeping in mind that we're going to be quality conscious about what we send out. So if you just give it a minute and continue with your patience. If you ordered on the first day, expect a shipping label on the 20th. If you ordered on the second day, expect one on the 21st. That type of deal, you know what I mean? But we'll get them out. In fact, if you ordered on the second day, probably expect it on the 20th as well. That's kind of what I'm doing. I start at the bottom of the list. Whoever ordered first that's who's first in line. Whether you got a pro setup or you didn't, it doesn't matter. Whoever ordered gets their guitars. That's how we do it. Just to be fair, no one has any like, oh, I know I just ordered this, but can you get it out to me right away? In fact, most of the people who just ordered that I know personally and things like that, they're like, dude, just get everybody else's out and then send mine out. You know, that's cool. Don't worry about it. You know, I'm not in any big hurry. So thank you guys, and you know who you are. I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, things are going good. Yeah, bro. We've got a couple of guitarists that are going to be slinging these guitars for us next year, which is really cool. I think I mentioned the new factory. Guitars coming out every couple of months. I'm excited about the QR1, that hardtail. And I'm going to really be excited when this ST Pro comes out, this ST1 Pro. It's just going to be called the ST Pro, not the ST1, but it's going to be a Strat style body. So I'm really looking forward to that guitar coming out. And as always, you guys rock, man. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Thanks for all the phone calls. Thanks for all the emails. Thanks for all the chats. I enjoy spending time with you guys when I have it. When I have it. I took Sunday and I just shut down on Sunday now because I got to get ready. You have to understand, once these Telecasters hit, those are 16 to 18 hour days for probably 8 to 10 days. And don't think that just because the pre-order's there, that as soon as we put these like in stock, that's when they're really going to go nuts. And that's why we've already taken preemptive measures to order more guitars, so hopefully we're not sold out of those before the other ones come up. And but yeah, man, it's going good. We're going strong. All the expectations are being met. Nothing is lacking as far as the quality of guitars, and more importantly, the quality of your satisfaction of the overall experience of buying a guitar here at Tease Guitars, man. We're rocking. We're killing that. We're just absolutely killing that. And that's the most important thing. If I got to slow down on setups to take care of customers, I kind of do that, and that's just what I do. And if it, hopefully, you know, you want to be taken care of. What was it? Do you want it? Do you want it fast? Do you want it right, or do you want it good? And you get to pick two. And if you pick fast and right, it won't be good. If you pick good and fast, you know, you kind of get where I'm going. I forget what the thing is, but someone told me that the other day, and I was kind of busting up about that. But we'll get these things out to you just as soon as we possibly can in an expeditious manner. We'll continue to provide just great quality, you know, product to you, and again, customer service second to none. And thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for being loyal customers. Thank you for becoming friends of mine personally, right? I'm making a lot of friends in this deal, man, and I get to hang out with some really cool cats, man, you know, and I get to talk to just a ton of you guys. Some of you guys just crack me up, man. It's a lot of fun to talk to you. But before we hit the 20-minute mark, man, let me get on out of here. I still got some guitars to set up tonight to ship out tomorrow, but as always, family, rock on and peace out, man. We'll see you next time.